I'm telling you, I didn't do anything. You have the wrong guy.
Oh, okay. So you just happened to randomly be hiding in a bush next to the store that got robbed?
I'm telling you, I'm homeless. All right, I had a tent set up there because it was in the shade.
And I bet if we searched that tent, we'd find the stolen watch and probably 10 other things that have gone missing in the area.
Oh, ma'am, you won't. Can you please just let me out of here?
Nice try. From the second I spotted you creeping around the crime scene, I knew it was you. Easiest arrest of my life.
What? How could you possibly tell that I was a thief just from seeing me look around?
Oh, please. People like you are all the same, looking for handouts and trying to take the easy way out rather than putting in the work to pulling yourself back up. It's honestly crazy that we haven't arrested all of you.
Nothing about my life is easy. And trust me, I am more than willing to work for my way if someone would just give me the chance.
Yeah, okay, you know what? Enough of your excuses. You can try all you want with this sob story tactic, but it's not gonna work on me.
Please, I'm not trying to convince you of anything but the truth. I really am homeless, and I really am innocent.
I have no sympathy for someone who's made so many poor decisions that they ruined their life. You did this to yourself, and I'm just here to bring out justice.
Justice? Who do you think you are? Do you think you're Batman or something?
Oh, so we're talking back now. You know what? If I were you, I would be a little less concerned with cracking jokes and a little bit more concerned with how you're gonna get a lawyer to represent you when you can't steal that from a store.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to crack jokes. And please, this is all just a huge misunderstanding. I promise I can explain exactly where I was and what I was doing at the time of the crime.
Yeah, and guess what? I'm not gonna believe you. You know why? Because I trust my instincts, and they're telling me that you're a terrible person, desperate to do anything to continue his miserable life. Now come with me, we're gonna go see the chief of police, and you can talk to them. Come on!
Ow! All right!
Yes,
all right.
come on!
All right, so it says here you've been arrested once before at Glacier Park?
Yes, I was sleeping on one of the park benches and they arrested me for it.
Should have locked you up while we had the chance.
I'm sorry that happened. Have you been living around the city for a long time?
Unfortunately, I've been homeless for about 6 months now.
From homeless to thief in 6 months. It's pretty quick.
I told you I'm not a thief.
That's what we're trying to establish here today, all right? Can you tell me how you found yourself next to the convenience store?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a long story. But essentially, I had a friend who I was staying with, and he let me sleep on his couch, and things were going okay, but unfortunately, he got sick and needed medical care at an outside facility, so I ended up having to leave.
All right, this is getting ridiculous.
Okay, so you were staying at a friend's house, and then where did you go after that?
After I left my friends, I picked up a job at the diner downtown. I was working as a backup chef for a little while, but it was mostly just janitorial duties, cleaning plates and stuff like that.
Why did you leave?
I didn't. Business wasn't doing too good, and management wasn't able to keep paying me, so unfortunately I lost that job.
Typical. Blame it all on the management. You were probably slacking and got fired for being lazy.
Lauren, that's enough. Please, continue.
Well, I couldn't go back to my buddy's place, and like I said, I just lost my job, so I went to the homeless shelter to see if there was anything I could do there to help.
Another place for you to clearly leech off of.
What happened at the homeless shelter? They didn't have any room for you to stay with them?
I thought maybe with my experience at the diner, I could help in the homeless shelter kitchen and make some food for everybody. I did work there for a while, and it felt really good to help. But funding for the shelter was extremely low, and they ended up scraping the entire kitchen and housing aspects altogether. It's just a clothing donation center now.
I mean, this is literally becoming a novel at this point. Can we just get to the point of where you entered the convenience store and robbed the owner?
I told you I didn't rob anyone.
Okay, let's not jump to any conclusions or make any accusations that we can't verify. Sir, you've been doing a lot of moving around over the past 6 months. Why were you next to the store that was robbed this morning?
Well, I knew the area had a lot of foot traffic with all of the shopping happening, and not proud of it, but I was hoping I could maybe get some donations from people walking along the street. I mean, I knew I couldn't be right on the sidewalk, so I'd set myself up in a shaded area behind the store. I mean, it was a really hot day that day. I had just woken up that morning and was getting myself together when, out of nowhere, this officer came up to me and started accusing me of stealing.
Cry me a river. You know what? I've heard enough. We already have you at the scene of the crime. You even just admitted it yourself that you were looking to make money off people in the area. Just save us all this time and admit you did it.
Ma'am, I will never do that because I never did anything wrong.
You're desperate. One look at you and your clothes tell me that you would do anything for a bit of cash. Honestly, I'm surprised that you were able to hide from us for so long. I've already contacted the department to seize your belongings, and I'm sure it's just a matter of time before we find the stolen watch.
Please, officers, I just want to go. I promise you I didn't do anything.
Jamie, I want to believe you. I really do. But we're going to have to keep you here just a little longer, unfortunately, until we can verify what you're saying is true. I'm going to go do some checks on what you told us here today. Do you mind telling me the name of the homeless shelter you stayed at and the name of your friend that you were staying with prior to all of this?
Sure. It's Wings of Hope Homeless Shelter, and my friend's name is Roger.
Roger? There's got to be 1,000 Rogers. What's the last name?
His last name is Moran.
Okay, I'm going to step outside and see what I can find out to verify this story. Meanwhile, Lauren is going to keep asking you some questions. Lauren, maybe we can get some more information about what he saw at the convenience store.
Sure.
I'll be back.
I swear, you and your whole group of people just don't have the family values to keep yourself from ending up on the streets. And then you resort to robbing and stealing and making all of us have to pay for your lack of proper upbringing.
Proper upbringing? Man, what are you saying? You have no idea what my family background is. Are you seriously saying that I'm homeless because of the color of my skin?
Hey, all I'm saying is if the shoe fits, wear it. What kind of people do you see out there on the streets?
All kinds of people of every race and ethnic background. And that shouldn't even matter. We're all people at the end of the day. We all deserve the respect and compassion that anyone else will receive.
I call it how I see it. And right now, I see a good-for-nothing thief who is selfish and clearly desperate enough to put other people in danger to get what he wants. You and all of your friends leeching off society need to just disappear somewhere and die!
All right, that's enough! You cannot talk to this man this way. What you're saying is utterly terrible.
Officer Clement, I was just trying to expose him for the criminal that he is.
No, you weren't. I've had just about enough of your racist and prejudiced way of thinking. This man is just as much a human being as you and I are and deserves to be treated fairly and kindly.
But what if he is the thief? Are we still treating him with kindness or whatever?
It's innocent until proven otherwise, Lauren. We can take people's statements, but you have no right to be so cruel and unfair to anyone. This man is free to go.
What? No, he's not. If you let him go, I'll have you arrested for impeding an investigation.
Yeah, nice try. The police department on the other side of town just sent out a notice that they caught someone who had the watch in their possession. This man is innocent.
What? But no.
Save it, Lauren. You're a horrible person and police officer who clearly should not be in this line of work. Don't expect to report in on Monday.
You're getting me fired over this homeless guy.
You're going to be fired because you lack the ability to see people as humans and treat them with the respect they deserve.
I can't believe this.
I'm so sorry that you've had to go through all of this.
Honestly, officer, it's okay. I'm just glad it's resolved. Is it okay if I go now?
Yes, you may. But before you do, I just wanted to let you know I have a friend that owns a small restaurant and they're looking for help. I'd be happy to connect you to if you like.
Really? Oh my God. Thank you. I would really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Of course. I'm happy to help. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Take care.
All right.